Good morning. My name is Lama, Jigme Gyatso. This is 5-Minute Mindfulness. Welcome to the Buddha Joy Meditation Center. In our adventures in mindfulness, we've explored the body base, the senses base, the mind base, and now we're in the final portion of the phenomena base where we explore the Four Noble Truths in terms of mindfulness training. What's the first noble truth? The truth of suffering. And in the text there, they list some specific suffering, such as birth, sickness, old age, and death. But what I find most poignant is the three principles of suffering. So we're going to apply the three principles of suffering to the six senses. Not all in one session, however. We're just going to do that for two senses. And we do this not so that we can lament and mourn about how sucky life is or how crappy our behavior in our past lives was, blah, blah, blah. If we do this, 9 times out of 10 will happen eventually is we'll begin to feel how childish and petulant our demands are upon ourselves, upon our circumstances, or upon our companions. That won't make the demands go away. They're pretty much hardwired into us. But they make it much easier for us to let go of them. So when they start barking commands like some psychotic drill sergeant, instead of saying, yes, sir, we'll just kind of go about our business. We'll acknowledge it, but we will not be controlled by it. And that is one of the keys to the liberation that Buddha offers us. So let's play with the idea of the first sense, the sense of sensation. On the in-breath, now these might be, so as always, remember the transcript for these techniques, it was in the doodly-doo below the video. On the in-breath, please silently and mentally recite this rhetorical question. How could not getting a sensation I crave, out breath, be suffering? I take that back. I missed a phrase. Do accept my apology. Let's try that again. How could not getting a sensation I crave when I please be suffering? How could not keeping a sensation I crave for as long as I please, out breath, be suffering? How could enduring a sensation I hate be suffering? Many, many years ago, I used to think suffering had to be grandiose or dramatic, like a summer action blockbuster, but I learned that it can be profoundly subtle. Anything that would upset our inner infant, anything that would create even a modicum of tension, intellectually, emotionally, physically. Now let's explore the same 3 exercises for the sense of taste. During the in-breath, please silently and mentally ask this rhetorical question. How could not getting a flavor I crave when I please be suffering? How could not keeping a flavor I crave for as long as I please be suffering? How could enduring a flavor I hate be suffering? If you're observant, you'll notice that suffering is bound up with craving and hatred. Many simpletons would say, well, just stop craving things. Yeah, because that always works out so well. It's just interesting to notice the correlation. Ask any kid, is it suffering to eat vegetables that you don't like, prepared the way you don't like? Yes, yes it is. I remember one time, I had a friend come over for dinner. My mother decided to serve us zucchini. Sauteed horrible. I mean, raw zucchini with hummus is a delight. But cooked zucchini, all slimy and whatnot, ugh. I thought it was horrendous. Mother, I'm so glad my friend could be over to share in this torture. Thank you very much. Let's conclude this session with a bit of the old metta, loving-kindness meditation. Let's start with safety, because everyone wants safety, whether they walk, crawl, swim, or fly. Safety for me, relaxing. Safety for neighbors, relaxing. Safety for earthlings, relaxing. Safety for all beings, relaxing. want to remind you that below the video there's a button, there's a phrase, show more. When you click that, it reveals a whole bunch of information that we call the doodly-doo. And in it you can find a link so that you can download your free PDF of an adaptation of the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, the 4 bases of mindfulness, and the Tao Te Ching. It's my gift to you. Enjoy it. If you have any questions, by the way, write it please in the comments section. Additionally, if you can tell me which vegetable you hated eating the most as a child in the comments section, I would love to read that. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Bye-bye now.